The Baker and the Nun, The Immaculate Confession, Episode 10. The line outside the Immaculate Confection was growing longer by the day. And why wouldn't it? Tony's pastries had reached legendary status. People were arriving with bags full of philosophical questions and existential dilemmas, all hoping for a taste of the one pastry to rule them all. Tony was feeling pretty proud of himself. But Sister Mary? Sister Mary was in crisis mode. She'd spent the past week wandering around New York, wondering if everything in her life was a metaphor for something she couldn't understand. Her newfound love for the bagel of eternal questions had opened up a world of confusion, and she wasn't sure she could handle it anymore. She walked into the bakery, her hair slightly frazzled, eyes wide from sleepless nights filled with doughy existentialism. Tony saw her and waved enthusiastically. "Sister Mary, just the person I need. I've created the latest masterpiece, the cookie of cosmic conundrums." Sister Mary didn't even flinch. "Tony, no more pastries, please. I've bitten into one of your muffins, and now I'm convinced I'm stuck in some sort of doughy limbo. I think I'm being haunted by my unresolved feelings about almond croissants." Tony clapped his hands together. "That's exactly why you need the cookie of cosmic conundrums. It'll fix everything. It's made with mystic chocolate chips that are infused with the deepest mysteries of the universe. One bite, and you'll understand the meaning of life, love, and why nobody likes the last slice of pizza." Sister Mary stared at him. "Tony, every time I eat one of your pastries, I end up questioning my entire existence. I bit into your muffin of metaphysical muddle last week, and now I can't stop thinking about the concept of croutons. Are they bread? Or are they a side dish?" Exactly. Croutons are a metaphor for the fleeting nature of time. The cookie of cosmic conundrums will make it all make sense. Sister Mary, defeated, sat down on a stool. "Fine. Give me the cookie. But if I end up questioning my soul's purpose after one bite, I'm never coming back." Tony slid the cookie across the counter with a grin. "One bite and you'll be free, sister. Free from confusion, free from doubt, free from everything. And if not, well, at least it's chocolate." Sister Mary took the cookie reluctantly. She stared at it for a long moment, trying to prepare herself for the inevitable identity crisis that was sure to follow. She took a deep breath and bit into it. For a moment, there was nothing. Just the sweet taste of chocolate chips and a slight crunch of cosmic uncertainty. But then, the realization hit her. The room started spinning, and she found herself in an alternate dimension where the only sound was the gentle rustle of pastry bags. A voice echoed in the distance. "Sister Mary, do you understand now?" "What's happening?" she muttered, looking around in panic. A large donut appeared in front of her, levitating. It spoke in a deep, soothing voice. "You have crossed into the realm of dough. Welcome." Sister Mary blinked in disbelief. "Wait, is this the afterlife? Is this what happens when I eat one of Tony's pastries?" The donut nodded solemnly. "This is the place where all unanswered questions reside. The true nature of your soul, your doubts about almond croissants, and even your crouton crisis, all will be revealed." Sister Mary clutched her head. "Oh no, I'm definitely having a breakdown." Just then, Tony appeared, wearing a wizard's hat and holding a rolling pin. "Sister Mary, there you are. I thought we lost you to the interdimensional pastry plane for a second. How's the cookie?" Sister Mary's eyes widened. "Tony, you sent me to another dimension with a cookie. What kind of dangerous sorcery is this?" Tony waved his rolling pin casually. "It's not sorcery, it's pastry magic. The cookie of cosmic conundrums is designed to unlock your deepest questions. I told you, it's about unlocking the mysteries of existence." Sister Mary stared at him. "This is insane. I was just trying to get a cup of coffee, and now I'm talking to a levitating donut." The donut nodded again. "It's true. But only by confronting your most embarrassing food-related fears can you truly understand the purpose of life. For example, have you ever wondered why pizza always has that one slice nobody wants to eat?" Sister Mary's face turned red. "I have definitely wondered that." "Exactly. Tony said triumphantly. You're closer to enlightenment than you think. I've been guiding you all along, one pastry at a time. Sister Mary looked around the bizarre alternate dimension. This is a nightmare. Tony patted her on the back. It's an awakening. Trust me, when you wake up, you'll be ready to accept that all of life's questions can be answered with a croissant and some yoga. Oh, and possibly a side of fruit tart. Suddenly, Sister Mary snapped back to reality. She was sitting at the counter in the bakery, holding the cookie, surrounded by an assortment of customers who were now staring at her with wide eyes. Sister Mary? Are you okay? Steve asked, holding a bagel of eternal questions in his hand. Wanda nodded. You looked like you were on another plane of existence for a second there. Did you find the meaning of life, or just a gluten allergy? Sister Mary took a deep breath. I have learned nothing, and yet I've learned everything. I think I need a nap. Tony leaned over the counter. Sister, you've been spiritually awakened. Now go spread the word. But first, have a Danish of divine clarity. You'll need it. Sister Mary stood up slowly, her head spinning. I'm going home. I'm going to debrief with my pillow. And maybe never eat another pastry again. Right, Tony said, watching her walk away. But I do recommend the muffin of metaphysical muddle. It pairs really well with a journey of self-discovery. Next episode, the croissant of chaos. Will Tony's latest creation cause a cosmic breakdown or a buttery breakthrough? Only time will tell. The Baker and the Nun. The Immaculate Confession, Episode 11. The chaos in the Immaculate Confection was now a weekly occurrence. Every time a new pastry hit the counter, it sent Sister Mary into existential confusion, while Tony reveled in the glory of his increasingly bizarre creations. But this time, things were about to go way off the rails. Tony had been experimenting with a new recipe, one he called the croissant of chaos. Why chaos? Because, according to Tony, it was not just a pastry. It was an experience. One bite, and it would send you into an all-consuming whirlwind of flavor, emotion, and self-doubt. The perfect treat for someone who has ever questioned their existence or the purpose of their second favorite spoon. Sister Mary entered the bakery with a baffled look in her eyes, carrying a stack of religious books. She had been trying to read them to find some spiritual balance after the cookie of cosmic conundrums nearly melted her brain. She spotted Tony proudly displaying a golden brown, flaky croissant, puffing out steam like a bakery-sized bomb. Tony, she said, narrowing her eyes. What fresh nightmare have you created this time? I don't think I can handle another dimension-bending pastry. Tony waved his hands dramatically. Sister, you need to trust me. The croissant of chaos will change your life, again. He set the pastry in front of her like a crown jewel. Sister Mary sighed, rubbing her forehead. Do you realize I've had to lie down for an entire afternoon after biting into your muffin of metaphysical muddle? Last time, I ended up questioning if time itself was just a really bad pastry. Tony leaned closer, lowering his voice conspiratorially. That's exactly the point. The croissant of chaos will help you transcend the boundaries of time, space, and your favorite sandwich bread. Sister Mary stared at the croissant like it might spontaneously combust. I don't know, Tony. I've been reading about how we're supposed to find inner peace, not outer mayhem. You won't find peace until you eat this croissant, Tony declared. I've added the secret ingredient, cinnamon of uncertainty. One bite, and you'll wonder if you've ever truly known yourself. It's life-altering. Sister Mary folded her arms. And if I eat this and end up in another dimension where the only food is deep-fried regret, I swear I'm going to start baking my own bread, butterless. But before Tony could argue, a customer burst in, holding his phone up like it was a winning lottery ticket. Tony, Sister Mary, I need your help. The customer, a regular named Greg, shouted. There's something seriously wrong with your website. I tried to order a dozen of your biscotti of baffling brilliance online, but it told me that my soul isn't compatible with your biscotti. Sister Mary blinked. Wait, what? Tony looked puzzled. My biscotti is so good, it's disrupting the metaphysical order? I'll have to call tech support. Hold on. He pulled out his phone to make a call, but as he did, his fingers slipped and he accidentally dialed a hotline for intergalactic travel instead. The phone rang twice before an unfamiliar voice answered. Welcome to Cosmic Vacations, where your soul gets a real vacation from the mundane. How can I assist you? Tony froze. Sister Mary couldn't help but laugh. Tony, what have you done now? Before Tony could explain that he had no idea how he'd just dialed the Cosmic Vacations hotline, the customer, Greg, dropped his phone in horror. Tony, I think I need to get out of here. My soul isn't compatible with biscotti. That's literally an existential crisis. Do you even know what flavor my soul is? Tony turned back to Sister Mary, face glowing with pride. You see? This is what I mean by the croissant of chaos. I've created something that's shaking people to their core. It's not just food, it's a philosophical experience. Greg's voice was trembling. I think I'm going to go eat some safe food, like a bagel. A plain bagel. A bagel with no questions. No soul compatibility required. Sister Mary put her face in her hands. I swear, Tony, if you send me into another dimension with your pastries, I'm going to start charging you for therapy. Tony rolled up his sleeves with a gleam in his eye. Sister Mary, you've got to see the big picture. You can't live in a world where everything makes sense. The chaos, the unpredictability, the butteriness, that's where true enlightenment lies. Before she could respond, Tony presented her with a bowl of something that looked suspiciously like custard. Wait, she said, narrowing her eyes. What's this? The custard of conundrums, Tony announced proudly. You can't escape the chaos of the croissant of chaos without a digestive reset. This custard will answer all of your confusing questions while restoring balance to your soul. Sister Mary took one look at the bowl. Do I look like I need a digestive reset, Tony? Tony blinked. Maybe, but it's a cosmic reset. Try it, please. You'll experience true freedom. Sister Mary stared at him. If I wake up in a world of giant donuts, I'm blaming you. Just then, Greg suddenly started frantically pointing at the door. Tony, I think I've figured it out. The biscotti, it's too deep for me. I'm not ready to face that level of complexity in my snacks. Before Tony could explain that biscotti was only as deep as you make it, Greg dashed out of the bakery. Sister Mary sighed deeply. This is madness. I can't, Tony. I can't keep doing this with you. Don't you see? You're evolving, Sister Mary. This is the beginning of a new age of pastries. Sister Mary, unable to take it any longer, grabbed the croissant and stared at it with purpose. I'm going to eat this croissant, and I'm going to find peace, or at least a nap, afterwards. She bit into it. For a moment, nothing happened. Then the bakery shook with the sounds of a space-time rift opening. The lights flickered. Tony stared, eyes wide. Wait, this wasn't supposed to happen. The croissant crackled. A voice echoed. Greetings, adventurer. You have unlocked the 5th dimension of flavor. Proceed to the pastry pit of destiny, unless you want to be haunted by sticky buns for all eternity. Sister Mary slowly raised her hands in defeat. That's it. I'm done. I'm going to find a quiet cafe where the pastries don't question my existence. Next episode, the quiche of quicksand. Will Tony's latest pastry sink the bakery into an abyss of confusion, or will it simply give people quiche-based wisdom? Stay tuned.
Polyspeaks for You incorporates voice control features that allow users to perform essential actions like opening, saving, and creating new documents, as well as interacting with font and document editing dialogues. This is particularly helpful for individuals with disabilities, enabling hands-free operation and more accessible content management. Below are some of the voice control functionalities designed for ease of use. 1. Voice-commanded document handling. Open document. Users can say commands like open document, followed by the file name or location, and Poly will open the document for them. Save document. Commands like save document as or save allow the user to save their work without needing to manually click on buttons. Poly can also handle saving with specific file names or locations as dictated. A new document. A simple voice command such as create new document or start new file will initiate a fresh document in the app. A closed document. Commands like close document or exit can be used to close the current document. 2. Font dialog voice controls. Font style. Users can control font settings by saying change font to Arial or set font at Times New Roman. This would change the selected text's font style. A font size. Commands like increase font size or decrease font size adjust the text size according to user preferences. A font color. Users can use commands such as set font color to red or change font to blue to personalize the text color. 3. Voice commanded document editing. A text formatting. Commands like bold text, italicized text, underline text, or strikeout text allow users to edit their document easily. For example, saying bold this text will apply bold formatting to the selected text. Alignment. Users can command alignment changes by saying align left, align center, or align right. A text insertion. A user can say insert text, and the software will insert the given text at the current cursor position. A text navigation. Commands such as go to the top, scroll down, or move to the next paragraph enable users to navigate the document without the need for a mouse or keyboard. 4. Voice-activated help and assistance. Help commands. Users can ask questions like, "What can I do?" or "Help me with saving" to receive guidance on specific tasks. Poly can offer step-by-step instructions based on voice queries. A undo/redo. Voice commands such as undo or redo let users correct mistakes or revert to previous actions in their document. 5. Advanced features for accessibility. Speech recognition training. For improved accuracy, Poly can guide users through the Windows speech recognition training process, adapting to their voice patterns and improving dictation accuracy. A text-to-speech for editing. Users can have text read aloud to them while editing, making it easier to spot errors and refine their documents. These voice-controlled features make Poly Speaks for You an accessible tool for individuals with disabilities, particularly those with visual impairments, mobility issues, or other conditions that limit their ability to use traditional input devices. The hands-free operation helps users maintain independence and improve their document management and editing experience. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons to stay updated with more content. The creator of Poly Speaks for You has always been driven by a passion for giving a voice to those who need it most. Whether it's through text-to-speech technology or voice recognition, the goal has always been to create tools that help individuals, especially those with disabilities or learning challenges, communicate and interact with the world in a way that is meaningful and empowering. The stories shared, such as those about the sailors aboard the HMS Victory, are not just about reliving history, they are about the power of voice. Through Poly Speaks for You, the creator saw an opportunity to use storytelling as a medium to convey courage, strength, and resilience, much like the sailors of the past. These stories are intended to inspire and engage users, reminding them of the importance of their voices, both literally and metaphorically. The idea behind these stories is to showcase how technology, particularly speech technology, can be a tool for preserving history, while also empowering users with the capability to share their own narratives. By blending history with technology, the creator of Poly Speaks for You aims to demonstrate how powerful a voice can be in shaping and sharing our world, past and present. In a sense, these stories represent more than just entertainment. They are a way for the creator to give a voice to history, to connect with users in a deeply human way, and to remind them that their voices matter, whether they are telling their own stories or those of others. The creator's work in developing Poly Speaks for You is never just about making a functional tool. It was about making sure that every voice had the power to be heard. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons to stay updated with more content. This content has been adapted from the powerful features of Poly Speaks for You, South Africa's leading accessibility software. Learn more at www.polyspeaksforyou.co.za. We invite you to support this meaningful dyslexic initiative, crafted and developed by an individual who personally understands the challenges of dyslexia.